So that's where we'll see if the president's still it's hard to believe that they will go to negotiate.
Yeah, it did seem sort of staged. I agree with that.
Right. What do you think, guys? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Was that a hot mic moment where Democrats are admitting that things are falling apart and a red wave is coming? Or was that staged and planned so that way it could get attention and it could bring Democratic voters to the polls to vote for them in the midterm elections? Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Now, all of this that's going to be happening in midterm elections, this is going to be determining the fate of stimulus. And right now, what we're seeing is they're saying, looks like a red wave is coming. Looks like it's going to be Republicans in the House. And if that was actually a hot mic moment, it might be Republicans in the Senate as well. Now, we've heard that they're going to be promoting stimulus provisions like child tax credits, rebates, tax write-offs, an assortment of different things. I'll keep you guys up to date on that, but we will see. Now, in addition to that, like I said, this is going to be determining stimulus. It's also going to be determining the fate of President Joe Biden's presidency for the remaining 2 years, because if it's a Democratic president and a Republican Congress, it's going to be really hard for him to get a lot of the things that he wants to get done. Now, we will see, because also he has had a full Democratic Congress for the last 2 years, and they haven't got very much done as well either. There have been a ton of promises for fourth federal level $2,000 stimulus checks, child tax credits, Social Security increases. All of these things have not been done, and now we're hearing they're back to the forefront. They're talking about them right now in Congress. Legislation's popping up, but now they're saying it's going to happen after midterms, and some of it might actually spill into 2023, they're saying. But we will see. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. Now, in addition to that, some breaking news just coming out today. Take a look at this about Paul Pelosi.
And we have some breaking news right now. Carly, we'll send it up to you.
Yeah, we have a Fox News alert here. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announcing moments ago her husband, Paul Pelosi, was assaulted in their San Francisco home earlier this morning. The Speaker's office saying, quote, the assailant is in custody and the motivation for the attack is under investigation. Mr. Pelosi was taken to the hospital where he is receiving excellent medical care and is expected to make a full recovery. The Speaker was not in San Francisco at the time, but certainly big news here. Scary situation and a story we're going to be following all throughout the day. Guys, back to you.
Absolutely.
Wow. Let me know your thoughts. Nancy Pelosi's husband assaulted in his own home. They don't know what the motivation was, but you guys, I'll be sure to let you know as that unfolds as well. Just glad to hear that he's okay, he's doing well. But you guys, let's go ahead and dive into the video footage that I've got for you on this update on this hot mic moment from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and the midterms. And of course, as I let you know in my video yesterday, we have heard that Democratic strategy is now to turn and focus on the economy. And the GOP Republican report on this was that they were trying to push abortion rights and all these other things and realized it's not working for them. They need to focus on the economy, which we have been hearing from Bernie Sanders from quite some time, saying focus on the economy and getting people help. And we've heard it's 80% of the population right now of the United States of America say the economy, inflation, getting prices down, helping people out, maybe stimulus checks, things like that would be nice. 80% of the population says that is their main priority, and 80% says also they wouldn't mind getting another stimulus check. And we still have over $500 billion with a B just sitting there, which is enough money to send out those checks. Now, we will see. I'll keep you up to date, because whether or not it does or does not happen, I'll be sure to report it so you know what's going on. Same thing with the child tax credits, which we're hearing now is very likely going to take place, regardless of whether there's a Republican or a Democratic Congress. Those monthly recurring child tax credits, that expansion and enhancement looks like it's going to be coming back. And also Social Security increases. We have 3 different proposals that have hit for that. Now, all of this stuff, and including the SNAP benefit allotments that are getting extended out into 2023, I'm going to keep you up to date here on the channel. But you guys, all of this, what's going to be prioritized, what legislation is going to get through, is going to get determined in these midterm elections coming up here very soon. So this is very important, directly tied to the fate of our economy and stimulus. So let's go ahead and dive right in. But before we do me a quick favor, smash the like button if you appreciate the updates. Hit the subscribe button to stay up to date. Totally free. Why not come join the Ram fam? Any specific questions, hop onto Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. Check out my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth, personal finance. Also, thank you for all the support on my kids' new channel. They're having a blast. They've got a third video recorded. Now just dad's got to edit it. I'm going to get it up for them here, hopefully maybe tomorrow. And I hope that if you guys have little ones that they enjoy the channel, they're going to keep working on that YouTube channel, Liam and Naya, if you're interested. And also, you guys, if you want access to the comprehensive list of every stimulus check in the nation, it's at www.reliefroadmap.com. Literally over 100 different stimulus checks all in one place. I've got websites, emails, phone numbers, everything right there so you can access it easily. But with that being said, you guys, let's take a look at the latest reports coming out right now on the midterms, this hot mic moment, and what's going to be unfolding in Congress.
Democrats are scrambling 11 days out from the midterms and sending former President Obama to key battlegrounds, starting with Georgia, where the party's worried they might lose that pivotal Senate race. Just ask Senator Chuck Schumer.
We're in danger of this. It looks like the debate didn't hurt us too much in Pennsylvania as of today, so that's good. We'll see how it goes. They're all going down now. It's hard to believe, but they will go for the
Joe Concha joins us now. Joe, how telling is that Georgia comment from Chuck Schumer?
Well, first of all, could that have waited 5 minutes?
Thinking the same thing.
Right?
I love hot mic moments.
No, you don't. Well, it's going to happen to you one day, Shimkus. Believe me.
I just think it's interesting to be a fly on the wall. You're right. It's not good for the person that's caught in the hot mic.
You didn't have a room that you were going to go to on, I don't know, to your point, 5 minutes?
And the thing is, you have a 70-something Chuck Schumer talking to an almost 80 Joe Biden. Of course they're going to yell. Yeah. And there's cameras like 10 feet away. And I was on with Kayleigh McEnany yesterday, and she had a pretty good theory that that was intentional.
It could be.
Right.
Yeah, it did seem sort of staged. I agree with that.
Right.
So we're talking about Georgia. There's concern there. Politico has a headline, interesting headline out this morning, and it warns that it's going to be ugly for Democrats as all signs point to a Republican landslide in Florida. And the piece talks about how Democratic donors are abandoning the state because it's no longer competitive.
Nor should it be.
According to Democrats.
Right. Ron DeSantis is probably the most popular governor in the country right now, based on his performance. And Charlie Crist is a profoundly horrible candidate. And obviously, that's going to trickle down to Marco Rubio beating Val Demings in that state. But going back to Georgia real quick, I'm seeing polls now where you have Governor Kemp up 10 points on Stacey Abrams. Yeah. So if that's the case, I can't see someone going into a polling booth and saying, I like Kemp, but you know what? I like that Warnock guy too. Right. For that to transfer over when it's double digits, your lead, that's why Herschel Walker is in a pretty good position there right now.
Do you think Obama will help Warnock at all? Or Abrams?
The problem with Barack Obama going out there and campaigning for these folks, welcome to the party, pal. I mean, you could have campaigned maybe a couple of days after Labor Day. To do this now after voting has begun, I don't know if Barack Obama at this point really resonates with voters, because you connect Obama to Biden. Yeah. He chose Biden as his vice president. And in all these states, these swing states, Joe Biden's polling in the 30s. That's a bad thing. So it won't hurt, because Barack Obama still put on a pretty good speech, but he should have done this a lot sooner.
Good point.
So there you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Is it going to be a red wave taking all over Congress, the House and the Senate? Or are Democrats going to be able to stand strong and pull this off? We had heard about a blue wall, but now it's starting to look more and more like a red wave. But we will see. I will keep you up to date on whatever unfolds with legislation, the economy, stimulus provisions. I'll be sure to report it here on the channel so that way you know what's going on. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.